Typhoon. Western Outlaw 750, we heard from Peter 30, Knickerbocker Kid 140, Race the Ace 150, 460 Cornello, 2340 the trifecta on the 5th with weight. Interims at Eagle Farm, Pause, 310 and $1.80. Gentle 260, Bossy Galno 3rd, the Cornello was 970 and the trifecta 63.70. Daniel Wheeler was the wing rider on board for John Hooks. That's Slavonic to be ridden by Noel Callow for Mick Price on its way around to the barrier at Werribee for the Cup. And Slavonic is the favourite, coming off a 3rd in the Coonji last start behind Typhoon. He'd failed in the Toorak prior to that. Brave Chief at $7.30 usually leads them. He led all the way in the Cranbourne Cup 2 starts back to defeat Yama, and then led in the Coonji, but started to feel the pinch in the home straight. Compounded to run 8th, beaten about 8 lengths in that race, won by Typhoon. Western Outlaw 750, we heard from Peter Mertens. He was quite unlucky at Moe last time out, behind Chiming Door in the Moe Cup. And Celestial Show, a mare from WA. She finished down the track in the Caulfield Cup last time out. She finished 13th, beaten 10 lengths by Diatribe, and 9th in the Turnbull behind Fairway prior to that. So recent racing has certainly been up there in top class lately. Celestial Show at $7.50, and they're about to start loading them up. If you have just joined us, here are the latest results at Werribee. Well, the first race was won by number 6 Gold Lottie, Damien Oliver on board for Graham Rogerson. The second race was won by 3 Irish Glen, Luke Dawson on board for Matthew Ellerton. The third went to number 10 Final Vixen, ridden by Noel Callow. The fourth went to number 5 Real Boy, Craig Williams on board for George Hanlon. And the previous race went to number 13 Manchella, Brett Preb on board for Matthew Ellerton. So they are the results so far. We're on a good track for the Werribee Cup, and here's Greg Miles.
And the rain has just started to fall here, Matthew. Very light rain as it is at the moment, but it's umbrellas up, and it started about 5 minutes ago or so, unfortunately. And it looks like once it starts, it just might settle in. Brave Chief is the first to come up into the line. The Cup this year, Magneto, a late withdrawal because of the firmness of the surface. It's Happy Emperor going in for Glenn Boss. Zabuan getting set in the green and white. Jamestown in the yellow colours there. He ran a terrific race in it last year. In he goes. Any one of 3 could run favourite here. Western Outlaw, Slavonic or Celestial Show. And the best push on track has probably come for Celestial Show. Damien Oliver's mount. This is Talim. Talim in the blue colours. Coming up into the line-up now, Zeely Lad trotting around in front of the stalls. Majestic Avenue comes up into the stalls. Stablemate of Magneto, who was taken out earlier. Western Outlaw to come in. Here's Bye Bye Bankers going into the gates now. So Slavonic just favourite ahead of Celestial Show and Western Outlaw, and then Brave Chief. Roy lifted to get set. Talim stood up nicely. Majestic Avenue back down of line after being in. The grey full of rhythm. Moved up into the stalls now. Aaron's Pateri on board. Most of them are set. Slavonic. And Majestic Avenue's trotting around behind the line again here. He was in the gates. Dancing Sculptor's moved in out next to Celestial Show. Zeely Lad to come up. Craig Williams on Majestic Avenue. Craig, a winner of this race back in '98 on Prime Address. Zeely Lad moved in next to Majestic Avenue, so the field is set for the Tooheys new Werribee Cup. And they're away. And soon after the jump, Spirit of Westbury got a little check from Royal Effort. Western Outlaw was away fast. Brave Chief down on the inside, and Happy Emperor both away quickly. Western Outlaw on their outside. Celestial Show's going up. Outside Slavonic with Dancing Sculptor next, turning out of the straight a little way around Royal Effort. Jamestown, Talim, and then Spirit of Westbury. Zabuan a fair way back as they leave the straight from Full of Rhythm. And back behind them, Zeely Lad towards the tail as Bye Bye Bankers and Majestic Avenue. Brave Chief is leader now. Out towards the 1400. Brave Chief by a length and a half. Happy Emperor's running second, and Celestial Show is on the outside third. Easing back a little Oliver to get close to the rail now. In behind those horses, Jamestown on the inside of Western Outlaw. 1 length Slavonic. The pace is on here. Next is Royal Effort, and there followed by Spirit of Westbury, who's in about the middle of the field as they make the turn around the back of the course now. Back behind those horses then is Dancing Sculptor, Zabuan, and they're trailed by Talim. Well back is Full of Rhythm from Zeely Lad, Bye Bye Bankers and Majestic Avenue. At the 900 metres, and Brave Chief has got them strung out over about 25 lengths at least. He came up the side by 2 lengths to Happy Emperor. Celestial Shows on the rail. 2 lengths to Western Outlaw, pushed along on the rails. Then is Jamestown making ground. About 4 lengths away, Slavonic, Spirit of Westbury. Talim under pressure from Royal Effort. A gap to Zabuan, who's well back in the field from Full of Rhythm. Dancing Sculptor, Bye Bye Bankers, Zeely Lad, and Majestic Avenue is last of all. Up to the turn, 450 to go, and Brave Chief by 2. Celestial Show, Oliver's throwing everything at him. Then came Jamestown running on into third. Western Outlaw round the outside with the run. Slavonic's coming home well, and then Royal Effort. Brave Chief led in the straight. Here comes Slavonic on the outside of Celestial Show. They're clear of Jamestown. 150 to go now, and Slavonic race to the lead. It's Slavonic from Brave Chief and Celestial Show. Slavonic in front, 100 to go. He's a length and a half clear, and 100 into the line. Slavonic takes out the cup, but Brave Chief by a length and a quarter. Celestial Show third. Then came Jamestown fourth from Royal Effort. Zabuan, and behind those was Spirit of Westbury, followed by Majestic Avenue, Dancing Sculptor, Talim. Then came Western Outlaw, which tied in the run home from Bye Bye Beckers, full of rhythm. Zealy lad well back, and Happy Emperor is last in the Werribee Cup, which has been won by number 6 Slavonic, ridden by Noel Kello, trained by Mick Price. Number 6 Slavonic, Noel Kello takes out the Tooheys New Werribee Cup. Second going to 1 Brave Chief, and third number 7 Celestial Show. Numbers in the cup are 6, 1 and 7. 6, 1 and 7. Noel Kello taking out the cup, giving him a double for the afternoon's racing, scoring on final Vixen back in the third.